Good morning and happy Saturday. We're making a stir fry today. I made the same stir fry last week for my mom's birthday. Everyone enjoyed it and I thought there isn't a better way to start the new year off than with a stir fry. So today I'm going to show you how I made it. The ingredients are fairly simple. We have broccoli, that's 2 heads of broccoli, a large carrot, a couple of celery stalks, about 4, a cabbage, I'm not going to use the entire cabbage, bell peppers, mixed bell peppers, red, orange, and yellow. I also have 2 bunches of scallions, also known as green onions. I also have some thyme here. At the end, I'll show you how I incorporated this mushroom into the stir fry. First, let's prep the veggies. You'll fill a tub with water to break off the stems of the broccoli, and I'm just going to place it in a tub of water. Break it or cut it. If you wish to use this now, you just peel it like this. And don't throw this away, this is really delicious and healthy as well. Just remove that thick skin on the outside. That's it. I'm going to throw in some baking soda to rinse. We're trying to move chemicals, pesticides, or anything else. Pour in the vinegar. Allow it to soak for a minute or 2 and then I'll rinse it off. I'll rinse and drain next. Okay, we'll scrape the carrot. It's really not necessary if the carrot is organic, but many of you believe in peeling, so we'll peel away, and that's it. First I'll chop the scallions or the green onions. This is 2 bundles. It's going to add a lot of flavor, so you need a lot of this. Now I'll chop the thyme. Very small, so you don't want this sticking in anyone's throat. Could be dangerous. Okay, I won't do the thicker stems. And this is it for the seasonings. We have about 8 scallions chopped, thyme, garlic sliced, 6 cloves, you can add more or less, 6 tablespoons of green seasoning, and about 0.5 ounce of ginger slice. I'll also grate some ginger, the same amount. Now I'll slice the celery. Again, you can slice this as large or as small as you like. Next is the carrot. And I don't like carrot too thick, so I'm going to do this thin. If you like it thick, you can slice it thick. To prepare the broccoli, you just break it off like this. Or you can cut it. Like that. Okay, I'll repeat with the remaining and then we'll move on. For the stem, you'll slice it like this. Don't waste it. As my mom used to say, waste not, want not. Move on to the bell peppers, also do the sweet peppers. You cut around. And you pull it out. Clean the inside. Okay. Cut down. You also do like this. That white membrane is a little bitter. You could keep it in, leave it out. Up to you. Now, a slice. That's it. You can also cut the bell peppers like this. In squares. All up to you. You can try different variations. Keep it exciting. You can slice the onion in squares like this. Large or small. Chunky. Or you can slice. And this is a large sweet onion. And lastly, we'll chop the cabbage. Cut off the bottom. The struggle is real when you're chopping a cabbage. It takes a bit of force, a bit of strength, but then success. Now we'll slice. Place it down like that and slice thick or as thin as you like. We'll discard this thick piece inside of the cabbage. I'll do 3/4 of this cabbage. I'll leave this little piece for a salad later on. It helps to shred it out before we start cooking. Lessens the work during stirring. And now that prep is done, let's start cooking. First we'll measure out the oil, and we're using a very generous amount. Don't be afraid of olive oil, it's a healthy fat. When the oil is hot, we'll add the sliced ginger and hot pepper. Hot pepper is optional. We'll fry it until it's nice golden brown. The goal here is to flavor the oil, and this is the base oil that will flavor our entire dish. So we need to start developing the flavors. I've lowered the heat. The ginger and the hot pepper, they're golden brown. I'm going to add in the broccoli and carrot because they take the longest to cook. I have to protect the camera. I'll cook this for 3 to 5 minutes and then I'll add in the next ingredient. If you cover it, you risk the broccoli releasing liquid that will make it mushy. So I'm just going to stir fry it on high heat. Next I'll add in the garlic, sliced or minced garlic. The green seasoning. And the green seasoning is a blend of scallion, parsley, cilantro and garlic and a bell pepper. Very aromatic right now. Lovely smell of garlic and the green seasoning. Now I'll add in the onion, the sliced onion, the bell peppers, the celery, fingers are a much better tool in the kitchen. Beautiful, lovely colors. And I'm adding in the grated ginger. Keep stirring. Raise the heat to high. Stir fry for a couple of minutes. I'm going to add a little pinch of the thyme and the scallion, the white parts mainly. Now we'll add in the cabbage. Make sure your heat is on high. And this is why you need to use a large pot. Scoop up and bring it to the top. This is a large quantity, large enough for a party or for your veggie requirement for the entire week. Now I'll add some sesame oil. And this is toasted sesame oil. That will give you a much better flavor. I'm adding a couple of tablespoons. Now we have to add salt, and we're adding salt towards the end. Had we added it earlier, the veggies would have released a lot of liquid, making it soggy. Just adding salt to taste. And cook this as crisp or as tender, according to your liking. I know many people like it crunchy, and my mom personally does not like the cabbage too crunchy. As you get older, you like things a little softer. Not that she's old or anything. Right, you taste again for salt. And if you're wondering what we're going to do with the mushrooms, hang in there. Absolutely perfect already. But we're going to make it even more perfect. I'm going to take off the stove. And for those of you who are still with me, I'm going to show you a special edition that will elevate the flavor even more. We'll add in the mushrooms. I have a pound of mushrooms here. This is portobello, sliced portobello. Pre-sliced to save us the work. Level it in the pot. Make sure the heat is on high. And when you're buying portobello mushrooms or any type of mushrooms, just make sure that it doesn't look dark, too dark and soggy in the packaging. And you can also buy the whole portobello and slice it. Now I'm going to add about 4 cloves of garlic that I've grated in my mini grater. 2 tablespoons of thyme leaves. The mushroom has been cooking for about 10 minutes now. You can see the oil is separated from the mushrooms. This right here is umami, because diet food should not make you feel like you're dying. It should be very tasty, very healthy and nutritious, but mainly tasty. Vegan or vegetarian food does not have to be bland. That makes you dread doing it and dream of meat. There'll be no dreaming of meat here, even though I'm going to make some stew chicken to enjoy with this. But now it's done cooking. I'm going to remove it from the heat, take off the stove, taste it for salt. Tastes absolutely delicious. I could eat it by itself as a side dish. Now we're back to our stir fry. Add a little bit of black pepper or white pepper. There's no processed ingredients except the olive oil and the sesame oil, but if you buy both healthy brands, pure olive oil and sesame oil with no other ingredients other than sesame oil, you're good to go. You're on the right track. So now, we don't want that to get too soggy. We are going to introduce the mushrooms to the stir fry. And that's it. We'll stir it up, finish it off to our lovely scallions, green onions, whatever you call it. Give it a final stir, and you're done. Absolutely delicious. I'm going to make some stewed chicken and mashed potatoes to go along with this, but you can eat your steamed fish or grilled chicken or baked chicken.